I'm a functional nutritionist with over 30 years in healthcare. I've helped hundreds of women lose weight naturally, and I'm about to do something I never thought I would. I started Ozempic. And I'm going to document the entire journey, the real, unfiltered version, because somebody needs to tell the truth about this. Hey, I'm Wendy. I run Nutritional Solutions here in Northern Ontario. I'm a certified functional nutritionist, advanced live and dry blood analysis, and a metabolic balance coach, as well as a retired nurse. For years, I've been the person that women go to get off of medications, not start them. I've been the natural solutions person, the one who talks about root cause healing and metabolic restoration. So why am I doing this? Because I gained over 20 pounds over the last 6 months while caring for my husband after his stroke. And I can feel my health deteriorating. I know what's coming if I don't intervene now. And here's the part that surprised me. I'm not ashamed anymore. Let me explain. For most of my career, I'll be honest, I judged people who were using weight loss medications. I thought if they just understood their metabolism better, if they just followed the protocols, they wouldn't need it. I was wrong. Not about the importance of metabolic healing. That is still absolutely critical. But I was wrong about the judgment. I was wrong about thinking medication meant failure. Here's what changed my perspective. After my husband's stroke in July, I became a full-time caregiver overnight. The stress eating alone through the roof. I know all the tools. I teach this stuff, but knowing what to do and being able to do it in a crisis mode, these are two different things. I completely watched my body change. I felt my energy drop, my clothes stopped fitting, my blood sugar started creeping up, and the worst part, I felt like a fraud. How can I help other women lose weight when I couldn't even control my own eating? But then I looked at my blood work. I analyzed my own live blood, and you know what I saw? Metabolic dysfunction, cellular inflammation, insulin resistance starting to take hold. My body wasn't responding to nutrition the way it used to. This wasn't about willpower. This was biology. And that's what I realized. I've been fighting with my body instead of working for it. So the decision that goes against everything that I believe in was made. I used GLP-1 medication, specifically Ozempic, as a tool, not a solution, a tool. Here's the difference, and this is critical. Most people using GLP-1 medications as a standalone solution. They take the medication, lose the weight, maybe change nothing else. And then when they stop, or when their body adjusts, the weight comes back. And then the media loses their mind. See, everyone gains it back. You'll be on it forever. But that's not what the medication's fault. That's because nobody fixed the metabolic dysfunction that caused the weight gain in the first place. Think about it this way. If you have a broken leg, you use crutches while it heals. The crutches aren't fixing the break. They're giving your body the support it needs while the actual healing happens underneath. That's what I'm doing with Ozempic. I'm using the medication to create a window, a period where my appetite is regulated, my blood sugar is stabilized, my inflammation can calm down, so I can simultaneously do the deep metabolic work through metabolic balance protocols. I'm addressing my specific nutrient deficiencies shown in my blood work, my cellular inflammation visible in my live blood analysis, my personalized food plan based on my body chemistry, the stress response patterns that got me here, the gut dysfunction that's affecting everything. The medication gives me the breathing room I need. The metabolic protocols fix what's broken underneath. That's the difference. I'll be honest with you. I was terrified to make this decision public. I worried about what other practitioners would think. Would they think I'm a sellout? That's not holistic enough. And I worried about what my clients would think. Would they lose trust in me? Would they think I couldn't do it the right way? And I worried about the judgment because Let's be honest, there is so much shame around GLP-1 medications. People, myself included, calling it the easy way out. People saying you should just eat less and move more. People fear-mongering about being on it forever or gaining all the weight back. But here's what I realized. That shame is exactly what keeps us stuck. The shame keeps us suffering in our bodies that don't work anymore. The shame makes us feel like failures when really our biology is failing us. The shame prevents us from using the tools that could actually help when used correctly. And I'm done with it. If you're struggling with weight and metabolic dysfunction, you are not weak. You are not, and you don't lack the willpower. You are not taking the easy way out by considering medication. You have a broken metabolism, and that's not your fault. So here's what I'm going to do. Starting in January, I'm documenting everything. The real stuff, the messy stuff, this is what's actually happening stuff. I'm going to share my exact starting stats and blood work, how the medication actually feels, side effects and all, what's working and what isn't, how I'm combining it with metabolic balance protocols, my blood work changes over time, the plateaus, the challenges, the surprises, and eventually how I transition off the medication. I'm creating a community called the Kitchen Table, a judgment-free space for women who are using GLP-1s or considering them, and who want to do this right, who want to build the metabolic foundation that lets this actually work long-term. Because here's the truth that nobody else is saying. GLP-1 medications can be powerful tools when combined with real metabolic healing. When you address the cellular dysfunction, when you fix the blood sugar dysregulation, when you heal the gut, when you rebalance hormones, that's when you can eventually stop the medication without gaining everything back. That's what I'm going to prove. If you're in a similar situation, if you're considering medication, if you're already on it and wondering what happens next, if you're tired of the shame and the fear-mongering, I want you to know you're not alone. And you don't have to figure it out all by yourself. I'm launching the Kitchen Table community on January 26th. The first 50 founding members get locked in at $27 a month for life, and after that, it goes up to $47. This is where I'll be sharing my entire journey, teaching the metabolic principles that actually matter, and creating a space where you can get support without judgment. If you want to get in on the wait list, the link is in the description below. If you're local to the Northern Ontario where I live and want to see your blood work and your live blood analysis reveal about your metabolism, I also have a link below to book a session with me. I don't know how this journey is going to go. I genuinely don't. But I know I'm done fighting my body. I'm done with the shame. I'm done with pretending that willpower alone can fix a broken metabolism. I'm going to work with my biology instead of against it. I'm going to show you exactly how. And if this resonates with you, hit subscribe. I'll be posting twice a week for the next little while, Mondays and Fridays, with educational content and real-time updates on this journey. Thanks for being here, and thanks for giving me the space to be honest about this. I'll see you in the next one.